Hi, thanks for checking out the video. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed the content, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Hello friends and students, let's study the piece. Okay, so we're going to study some of the instrumental vocal music that occurs at approximately 1 minute and 4 seconds of this piece. Let's begin by identifying we're going to play one of the female singer's parts, and that would be the one who begins first in the little duet section that we have identified. Alright, so here is the first phrase we will learn. Okay, then we leave 2 measures of space for the other lady to sing, and then we play this material. Then again we leave some space, 2 measures, but really this time in the second measure of space we're going to play a pickup. We're going to lead into the final phrase of this section. And in that final phrase, as I said, we're going to lead in, but upon arriving at beat 1, both the singers will perform together. So the lead in would be sounding like this: 1, 2. Now both singers together. So let's begin with that first material. 4th finger, 1st string, 7th fret, letter B. Staying on the 1st string, let's go down to number 5, which is an A, then back to number 7, which is a B, staying on string 1, back to the 5, now down to the 4, a G sharp. Here I'm moving to string 2 and playing fret number 7, an F sharp, moving back to string 1 at number 4, that's a G sharp, I think we mentioned that, and then fret 5, and then back to 4. Okay, we're going to review this. I hope I mentioned that we're in the meter of 4/4 in the key of E major, with one small exception, and really then you're still more or less in the key of E major. Okay, so let's review this phrase by counting to 4. This is just not even the full phrase, just measure 1. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now moving on, we're going to play open 1st string, which would be a Sa or an E. Now moving to the 2nd string and playing fret 4, that's a D sharp. Okay, back to string 1, but this time we're at fret 2, and when we play the 2, I'm going to slide the 2 up to 4. Or slide the F sharp up to a G sharp, and then we're bringing it back down to a F sharp. Play the open 1st string, letter E, moving over to 2nd string, that's our letter D sharp at fret 4. And when we play the D sharp, let's play it again and do this nice quick pull off down to number 2 on the 2nd string, which is a C sharp. Okay, we'll review in a second. Let's play that C sharp 2 more times. Then to finish, I'm playing open 2nd string, which is a B, but then I'm hammering on to fret 2 and then pulling off to the open B. Okay, so let's review just measure 2 and then measure 1 and 2, counting to 4. 1, 2, measure 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do now measure 1 and 2, counting to 4. I'll go a little bit slower. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now moving on to the next phrase, we're going to shift positions way up here to position 9. I have my 1st finger on string 2 at fret 9. That's a G sharp. So there you go. It's a Ga, G sharp. Okay, staying on string 2, let's play fret 10 and 12 Now we have to move over to string 1 and play fret 12, which is a letter E, twice. So then moving on to beat 3 of this measure, we're going to play on string 2 again, that little 9, 10, 12, or G sharp, A, B. But then you move over to string 1 and play 11 this time, which is a D sharp or an E. Okay, so that's enough for us to review. This is measure 1 of the second phrase of our singer's part. Remember, we just took a short break and left some room for the other singer. So counting to 4, 3, 4, 1 E and 2 E, 3 E and 4 E. Okay, moving on, we're going to stay on string 2 now and play that 9, 10, 12 ascending figure. Moving over to string 1, playing 11, D sharp. Staying on string 1, playing number 9 is a C sharp. Now we're moving back to string 2 and playing 12, 10, 9, going down this time, which was a B, A, G sharp. Here we're moving over to string 3 and playing our number 11, which is our F sharp. Almost there. Staying, moving over to string 2, play 9, 10. All right, now on to string 1, finger 1, fret 9, that's a C sharp. And to finish this part of the phrase, number 12 on string 2 is a B. Okay, I'm going to review 2 measures. I'll count to 4. This is our second phrase. So we've already played one part, and then the other female singer sang for 2 measures, and now we are here. I'll count to 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this next part, we are going to take a short break for the other singer, and in this case, we're going to come in a little bit early, let's say, and do a lead-in, and we're leading into the part where both singers will sing together. So we take the short break, which equals 1 measure, counting to 4, and then we come in immediately after a beat 2 of the next measure with this material. On string 2 at fret 11, this is the note that is slightly outside of the normal E major key. I guess you could, well, we'll call it A sharp, and sa re ga ma. I believe it's a raised ma. Okay, so that's number 11 on string 2. We're going to play it twice. Yes. Then staying on string 2, play number 12 twice, and then moving over to string 1, play number 9. That's our C sharp twice. Now move back to string 2 and play 12, 11. Okay, so this is the so-called pickup leading into the part where both singers perform together. Let me count to 4, and we will review this pickup. Notice I start immediately after beat 2. 1, 2. Now the part where both singers play together. String 1, number 11, that's a D sharp or a knee, 3 times in a row. Now staying on string 1, let's play 12, 11, 9, 11, 9. Moving over to string 2, let's play 12, 10, 12, back to string 1, 9, 11, 9, back to string 2, 12, 10, 9. Here we're going to dip down to string 3 and play number 11. It's an F sharp. Back to string 1 at number 9, or G sharp. Excuse me, I should say string 2, number 9, G sharp. Okay, now on to string 3. Again, we're going to play 11 and 9. The 9 is your E or your Sa. Now this next note I'm putting on string 4 with my 4th finger at fret 13. It's a bit of a reach. It's a D sharp or a knee, and from there we're moving back to string 3, but we play 11. Now the next note is number 9 on string 2, then number 11 on string 3, then number 9 on string 2, and then this number 11 on string 3. The number 11 on string 3 is a F sharp. Okay, so the last 3 notes I'm going to play number 9 on string 2. And now this time I'm going to put the F sharp that we just talked about. It was at fret 11 a second ago, this on the 3rd string. This time I'm going to put it on the 2nd string, just so I can get a little bit more of the style of the singer by putting it on the same string sometimes. Okay, so now let's review the so-called pickup or the lead-in and the part where both singers perform together. I will count to 4, and this time, because I'm playing the pickup, I will start immediately after beat 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let me try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off. Okay, so that is our part, and as I said, this is of course not the whole song, just that one small section, but that's a lot of work, and it's a beautiful song and demonstrates some real nice playing, and we can try and translate some of that to our guitar as best we can. Okay, so if you'd like to learn more or review, please check out the sheet music I included in this video, or I will paste it on Instagram and Facebook. So with these items, you will have the tools that you need to study well and have fun.